I wanted to show a couple tips and tricks with the Mavic Pro's gimbal clamp. When I first got this, the clamp is so small and it blends right in with the Mavic that it was easy to forget to take it off. So the first thing that I did was I made like a little flag out of some Scotch tape, and so it'd be noticeable. But what I did more recently is I made this really long flag here out of some tape, and so it sticks way out, so when it's in the bag, the first thing that I see is this flag, and it makes it really hard to forget to take the gimbal clamp off. So when you take the cover off, it's right down there, it's on the tag. Now this little red piece of tape is what I did the first time, and it kind of worked, but it's still easy to forget, and you kind of have to fold it over to make sure that the gimbal cover fits on there. You can't have it folded back like this, sticking out, because then the cover doesn't click into place. So the long tape here on the side seems to be a much better idea. If you have like some sort of a small remove before flight keychain flag that you could attach to the gimbal clamp with some string, that probably would work even better, but this is what I'm doing for now. The next tip that I wanted to show you guys was how to remove the clamp from the Mavic Pro the easiest way. When I first started doing this, I was trying to squeeze the sides of the clamp really hard to get, because I thought you had to squeeze some tabs in to get them up and out of the way. But over time, what I found is that the best thing is to just wiggle the clamp side to side. So we're going to back and forth like this as you pull it out. So I'm just going to grab it gently and I'm going to rock it back and forth, like that, and then you can kind of feel it come loose, and then it just pulls straight out. So that's how you take the clamp out. The next trick was how to get the clamp back in, and a lot of people had complained that the gimbal clamp was not very strong, or it didn't hold the gimbal in place very well. But the trick to that is getting the clamp in the right way and lining it up so it grabs the gimbal properly. Now there's a slot at the back of the gimbal. Okay, hopefully that shows up clear better. This slot here is actually made to interface with a couple tabs on the gimbal. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I colored them red. So these two tabs right here on the gimbal clamp are made to go into that slot on the back of the back of the camera there, and that grabs it so that it doesn't, so the camera can't move forward or backward, and it does a really good job if you get that lined up in there correctly. The trick is to get it lined up correctly and get it in place. And what I do is I slide the back edge. I slide this back edge of the gimbal clamp down on the grill of the Mavic there, but I tilt it I tilt the clamp slightly forward so that I make sure that it pushes and gets into that slot on the camera, on the gimbal. And I know that I've grabbed the gimbal properly if I rock these two guys back and forth and they move together. So there we go. You see that? So that's how I know it's in there. It's nice and solid. So let me do that one more time. Rock that back and forth, take it out, and put it in. I'm just going to go tilt this guy forward, wiggle it a little bit as I push it down, and if I pull it back and forth, I see they're moving together, and there it is. It's really easy. It's solid. It doesn't move. We'll do that one more time. just line this guy up on the grill, push, and click. The gimbal cover clips onto this little piece right here. So if you're covering that up, it's not going to clip in and the gimbal cover is going to come off really easily. So you just line up the two tabs on the front with the two little pockets on the edge of the Mavic there, and then this part just lines up and you just push it in. You should feel it click in or hear it click in, and if you wiggle it, you know it's nice and solid and you're good and it's not going to come off very easily. Last thing I want to show you guys is what I did with the gimbal clamp. It's amazing what a little red Sharpie will do. Stands out a little bit more on the Mavic and looks pretty cool actually. Well, that's it for my tips. Hopefully you guys found them helpful. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.